Hey guys, all right, so we are back for a Friday fun day, and as you can tell, that's right, the throat, it's still giving me trouble, it's still trying to hang on, but I don't care, I'm here today for you guys, even if I'm sick. All right, so here we go. It's gonna be a 3-for-1 today. 3-for-1, that's right, 3-for-1. I've got 3 things that I want to try today. It's technically a Bold Lips for Old Chicks Day. So we're going to try this Ulta Beauty Velvet Matte Lip Crayon. Woohoo. In this gorgeous, okay, that's going to be so beautiful, I hope. We're also going to try this. This is the Ulta Beauty Eyebrow Stamp and Stencil Kit. So we're going to try that now. And then we're also going to try this one. This is the Lash Like a Boss Instant Volume and Length Mascara, Waterproof Mascara from Essence. This is a new one that they came out with. Now, the spoiler alert of all these things is I've actually already filmed videos on each one of these, but they were not uploadable, as happens so often in my life. So, it won't be a first impression, but you'll still get the idea, okay? Can we make that compromise? Can we? All right, here we go. So since I always do sort of top down, I'm actually gonna go ahead and do mascara first, then brows, then lips, and that we're just gonna do it. Why I have to explain this to you, I will never understand, but we're just gonna do it, okay? Again, I've tried this already, and I feel like there is a little bit too much product on the brush. I'm gonna just, do it anyway and show you guys everything anyway, so why am I talking? I don't know. Here we go. But I will say I like it better when the brush is wiped off because it just is easier to add more than it is to try and take away once you've already got too much. And we'll go ahead and do a curl at the end, so we can really get a good look. I will say, I didn't wipe the brush off, obviously, but it's looking decent so far. So if you're not one for wiping brushes off and you're like, why would I do that, Holly? That's stupid. Then this one you don't have to, because it's giving me really good bushy, fluffy lashes without too much product. And then the more, if you want to do more, just rest for a second, rest, and then go back in, and it's like you're dipping again. You don't have to re-dip and re-dip because there's still so much product on the brush. And I feel like that was almost like 3 layers of product, but it's not caking up all this product. It's not looking crazy. It's still looking decent. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the other eye, and then we'll try and give it a, I'll have to let it dry down, and then we'll curl them. Okay, so I curled my lashes, which I hardly ever do because I'm too lazy, and I think it looks fine. I feel like when I tried this though the other day and tried to film a video on it, I had a problem with my eyes burning, but I was also trying a couple other products, so I couldn't narrow it down to this, so I'm not sure whether or not this one was the culprit for the burning eyes, but I think as far as just mascaras go, I think it's fine. Now, Essence already has a ton of mascaras. Do I think this one is far and away above and beyond better than any of those? No, not really. It seems about the same as a lot of them that they have. So it's up to you whether or not you want to try a new one or whatever. It's very inexpensive. And again, this waterproof version, so take from that what you will. I don't feel like this one smudged on me very much at all, that I can remember at all. So there's that to think about as well. All in all, I think it's decent. If you're interested in trying it, I don't think you'll hate it. All right, so let's go ahead and move on to brows. Now, I, again, admittedly, tried this already. This is an interesting little package. It's got everything you need. It's got your stencils, the stamper, and then the spoolie. So it's all in one, which I do like. It comes with 5 arch stencils, and it shows you each one on the back. I feel like mine was number 2, high arch. That was the one that Yeah, and it looks like it because I've got like some of the product still on there. So, you know, you just pick whichever one works for your brow shape. And then if you don't have any brows at all, or you're very sparse brows, then you can sort of switch it up and pick whichever one that you do like. So again, this one was mine. I guess technically I do have a pretty high arch. And yeah, so there we go. I was expecting, and I won't spoil it too much, but I was expecting to hate this product because that's what I always expect. Just anytime something is like, this is the most amazing thing ever, I'm just like, yeah, whatevs, you know. Let me wipe this off actually. The pomade or whatever this is, it's too much. Like they put too much on there. So again, easier to start off and build up slowly than it is to put a whole big bunch on and you're like, uh-oh, what do I do now? Now I gotta wash the whole thing off, hope I don't mess up the rest of my makeup. And so I tap it off a little bit on the back of my hand until it's, you see how it's getting less and less until it's about what I want. This one is the one what I'm looking for. So spoiler alert, this does look good and it worked out well for me and I liked it. The most difficult thing is trying to hold this ridiculous stencil on your eyebrow and you're like, you know, so that's sort of a learning curve. If it's worth it to you, then it's worth it to you. If it's not, it's a lot easier just to use a pencil. And so I don't know, it's up to you how much work you want to put into it. But I did end up liking this. So I'm gonna go ahead and do it for you now, both eyebrows, and then we'll come back and talk about it. So here we go. Okay, so as you can see, like this time they're much darker, but you know, so I probably would even have like removed even more product. So, but the shape is good. Like, I mean, it is fast as far as like you just tap it on and there it is. But I mean, I've got a bold brow right now, you know what I'm saying? That I was not expecting. So that's what I'm talking about. Like, I feel like any kind of pomade you're gonna have to be more careful with. If you have a good hard pencil, it's going to be a lot easier for you to control and manage. And I'll just give you like for shade comparisons and stuff like that, I'll give a little bit of a swatch. This has been my favorite since I got it. It's the She Glam brow pencil, skinny brow pencil. Okay, inexpensive. You do have to order it online, but like e.l.f. has got some comparable ones. And those are good too. So this is not something that you won't be able to live without. Now, the difference, I don't know if you can tell, but I'll try and show you guys. Like, this is a good shade for me because of my dark / salt and pepper hair. So this is actually a good shade for me. This one is an even better shade because it's got a bit more gray in it. And it's more of like, yeah, it's got a bit more ash to it. So I like this shade better, but honestly, it's so subtle that I don't think anyone could be able to tell but me. And I am going to also like try and tone this down a bit more because it's still a bit much for me. And so yeah, I feel like you're just gonna have to like be really careful that you don't get too much. I honestly, it's a pomade. I would prefer, like if we were gonna have a product like this, I would prefer a powder maybe and less pigment. Because again, it's better for you to have to like go over it twice than to stamp on this huge brow and now you're like, uh-oh, what do I do now, you know? So I don't know that anyone is gonna really be able to tell and be like, what in the world happened to your eyebrows? You know what I'm saying? Like, because I do have a teacher-student or parent-teacher conference today. So hopefully I'll get this toned down because this is a bit much of a brow for me. But I think the concept is good. Am I making sense here, y'all? All right. So, okay, let's just go ahead and get started on the lip. I prepped my lip with, unfortunately, the only color I had to prep my lip with today is this one, which is remarkably peachy orangey. It's the shade Party Starter, doesn't matter, but I had to prep my lips so that they'll be ready for the matte lip crayon. So I'm going to remove that. I'm sure I don't really have to because this shade is going to cover it up anyway. But I liked the liquid lipstick, if I can find it. This one, the Ulta Beauty Velvet Matte Liquid Lipstick. Really liked that. Like the formula, loved the shade. This was like such a good shade. Loved it. And it doesn't, I mean, that's not a big shoes to fill because like you can find good liquid lipsticks anywhere you go these days. So that was a good one though, if you're interested in trying any of the Ulta products. So let's try this one and we'll just see what happens. Okay, so the shade is really pretty. I'm going to just sort of I don't like any of my natural lip to show, like when I'm talking, if I'm wearing a bold lip like this. I'm gonna stop right there just because what the problem you're gonna run into with if you have a lip situation like mine, if you put this too close to the inside of your mouth or on the inside of your lip, it's gonna get on your teeth, and I don't think anybody really wants that. So that's gonna be a problem that you run into with a bold lip that's not a liquid lipstick. You can draw this all the way in like to your gum line and it won't get on your teeth because it sets down to a waterproof finish. This one does not do that. It's obviously not transfer proof. It's just a matte lip crayon. If you're looking for just a matte lip crayon, I don't think you'll hate this. It seems a little bit pricey for just a matte lip crayon that you might be able to get anywhere. That's not remarkably special unless there's a certain shade that you can only get here, which I'm not sure. But I think it's nice and it's fine. It's not fully completely matte, and I would really sort of like that light absorbing matte that's like no shine is coming off that at all, especially if it's labeled matte. Okay, do I think this is terrible? Not at all. It's beautiful. I love the color. It's really pretty. Very comfortable. It feels really nice on my lips. It does seem a little bit like on the very edge, if you're looking really close, which I do, unfortunately, that it bleeds a little bit into any of the sort of texture of your just natural skin that might happen to anybody. It doesn't have anything to do with age. It's just that's what happens to your natural skin. So it's nice. I like it. Do I die for it? No, it's okay. Shade's beautiful though. So if you're looking for, this color is, I forgot to mention it, Ruby. Beautiful. If you're looking for a ruby red, this one's beautiful. So, all right, that's really all I've got for you guys today. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to thumbs up, like, subscribe, ding my bell, all that stuff. Let me know in the comments how you like videos like this. I am so surprised that my voice held out, which is like, it's really hanging on by a thread though. And again, I will see you guys in the next one. Don't forget to thumbs up.